The Lithuanian Armed Forces is continuing to modernize and grow as it continues to prepare for the worst-case scenario of an invasion. One of the big goals of the country is to grow its land forces into the size of a division. At the moment, there are 2 real brigades and one that somewhat only exists on paper. According to an official press release, a national division will significantly contribute to increasing the combat power of the Lithuanian Armed Forces. It will also help with faster modernization and ensure smoother integration of Lithuania's forces with NATO allies. And so, for today's video, I want to look at this modernization and development plan that was recently announced by Lithuania's armed forces. It's ambitious and it sounds expensive, so let's see what's happening after the introduction. If you're looking for a tech job in Vilnius, check out today's sponsor, Sigli. There's more info at the end of this video. In the event of war in Lithuania, it is said that defense could be carried out by conducting division-level military operations with Lithuanian Armed Forces units integrated with allied units. The Minister of National Defense at the time, Laurynas Kasčiūnas, said that the establishment of the division was influenced by 2 fundamental factors. First, a strengthened command, control, and management mechanism being formed, which is required by the capabilities already being developed in the areas of maneuver intelligence, military engineering, logistics, and communications. Second, a division-level management element would ensure the necessary interaction and systematic training of brigades and division enablers to ensure efficiency. I should say here that since this announcement was made, the government has changed, and so has the Minister of National Defense. But this new government only plans to increase defense spending, and so I imagine that this plan will somewhat remain untouched. But of course, everything's subject to change. But according to military doctrine, a division has 3 main functions: to find the enemy, to confine the enemy, and to destroy the enemy. The headquarters of the future division is formed on the basis of the land forces headquarters and is already able to plan and lead division-level operations. This headquarters is already participating in exercises organized by NATO allies for a unit that is 1 level larger than a division, the Corps. The division is being created on the basis of the existing Lithuanian Army land forces. There will be 3 brigades: Iron Wolf, Žemaitija, and Reserve Brigade Aukštaitija. Also included are the supporting units of the brigades, which are recruited from the Air Force, Special Operations Forces, Logistics Directorate, etc. The division structure will consist of heavy, medium, light brigades, artillery and engineering regiments, an air defense battalion, logistics and transportation battalions, a medical support battalion, a military intelligence battalion, a military police battalion, and then communications and headquarters companies. The missing capabilities, such as a long-range artillery battalion and an attack helicopter battalion, which the Lithuanian Armed Forces is planning to develop in the long term, will be covered with the help of NATO partners. The division will consist of approximately 20,000 soldiers from the professional military service, the permanent compulsory initial military service, and active reserve. The Lithuanian Armed Forces says that it already has a good foundation for the establishment of a division. This includes HIMARS, PZH-2000s, and Caesar howitzers, as well as Vilkas infantry fighting vehicles, JLTV armored all-terrain vehicles, unmanned aerial vehicles, and combat drones. These are all classified as division-level assets, or assets that support the division. In the wake of the changing security situation in the region, the aim is to accelerate the deliveries of acquired weapons and equipment, and then to acquire additional weapons, equipment, and other elements that allow the destruction of high-value targets, as well as conduct surveillance and reconnaissance and ensure the transportation of supplies and protect forces. The focus of 2024 military spending has been on medium-range and mobile short-range air defense systems. This includes the replacement of old short-range systems with new ones. The acquisition of Vilkas infantry fighting vehicles is underway, which will allow for the continuation of the development of engineering capabilities. The new division will include the German-made Leopard 2 tank, but also will include Swedish CV-90 tracked infantry fighting vehicles for 2 battalions. The Ministry of National Defense and the Armed Forces are also striving to strengthen territorial defense units, increase the number of conscripts, and boost the training of the active reserve. It will also continue to equip soldiers and units with modern kit and provide appropriate infrastructure for Lithuanian and allied soldiers for training. The Ministry of Defense concludes its announcement by saying that achieving the full capacity of the division may require up to 10 years of additional defense budget allocations and support from allies. But as Mr. Kashchunas said, the first ambitious steps have already been taken. Only the scope and sustainability of the funding allocated in the future will determine when the set goals will be achieved. So essentially, as long as there's money, these plans will go ahead. And well, I don't know how to make a smooth transition to the next part, but this video was brought to you by Sigli. Sigli is a digital development services company with offices around Europe, including Vilnius. If you have IT or marketing skills, Sigli wants to talk to you. They're hiring talented individuals for jobs in sales and project management. And if you know another European language, even better. Check out sigli.com to learn more. But then getting back to the main topic, what do you think of the division plan set out by Lithuania's Ministry of Defense? Do you think this will be achieved in 10 years? Let me know what you think by leaving a comment. My thanks again to Sigli for supporting the channel, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.